Welcome to the Dark Times channel. I'm a little under the weather today, but it's nothing I'm not going to get through. And so let me go ahead and dive into today's topic. As you all know, Nike recently severed ties with Kyrie Irving over his unwillingness to compromise, and that's according to Phil Knight.
Kyrie stepped over the line. It's kind of that simple. And so he made some statements that we just can't abide by, and that's where we ended the relationship. And yeah, I was fine with that.
And so I posted a clip from the movie The Five Heartbeats. So if you all remember, leading up to that scene, nothing was going right for them. It wasn't their night, as they say. And so everything was a little bit off, right up until the point where one of the members of the group, Duck, took things off script. And he took matters into his own hands. And because they went off script, they were going to create something that wasn't meant to be created. And they were going to show the audience something they had never seen before and make them feel something they had never felt before. Sometimes in life, I would say oftentimes in life, some of the best things come out of chaos and despair. And so it is as with the case with Kyrie Irving. By going off script, he's showing the people something that they had never seen before. At least not quite like this, not in the modern era with technology and social media. And so now, just like Kyrie wrote on his shoes, he's free. Kyrie is free to make his own shoes. He's free to deal with any company or any brand that's going to be more in line with who he truly is or what he wants to represent or portray. And so that leads me to this question. Who better to pair with Kyrie Irving than LeVar Ball and the Big Baller brand? I know it might be unpopular with some people out there because LeVar Ball has definitely had his bumps along the way while establishing his brand, and LeVar Ball has been out of the public eye for quite some time. And so a lot of people think he disappeared or they think he fell off. The last time we saw LeVar Ball, he was going to be on ESPN and he was going to be joking with Molly Quorum. And after this incident, he was blackballed.
LeVar, can I switch gears with you because I have a question here.
You can switch gears with me anytime.
Well, let's stay focused here. All right. Can you?
And we haven't seen LeVar Ball since on any major networks. Once they decide your time is up, your time is up. And no matter what the ratings were looking like, and trust me when I tell you, when LeVar was on TV, the ratings were through the roof, which is why every network had to have him on. LeVar Ball, for better or worse, love him or hate him, is definitely must-see TV. He's box office.
Big Baller brand in the house. This is what we do.
And so he would be on different networks throughout the week, up until that incident. And truth be told, the powers that be were always looking for something when it came to LeVar Ball. You know, chopping at the bits almost to find something on him and try to smear his name.
All three sons, you have kids. They're being forced to do it. They're being told you will start basketball at age 6, like Lonzo told us. And whenever you asked him a question, I think he said, 5 words? And he looks terrified whenever he's talking. He looks genuinely afraid.
You sold any shoes yet?
Yeah, I've sold a good amount to me.
How many?
Stay in your lane.
Anyways,
You know, despite getting good ratings out of him, they were always looking for something when it came to LeVar Ball. It's not easy when you're trying to build something from nothing. And you're the first one from your generation to do something like that. Definitely not an easy thing to do. You know, somebody who's trying to build something from nothing and is the first to do so in their family, that individual is definitely gonna make some mistakes along the way. And that's a good thing. As long as they're learning and continue to learn along the way, that's always gonna be a good thing. So all things considered, I think LeVar has built a good brand. It's definitely a name that people know. And on top of that, he's got 3 sons in the NBA. One of his sons, LiAngelo, is kind of on the outskirts of the NBA. He's been called up a few times, but I think he's in the G League right now. But all 3 of his sons have been in the NBA at one point or another. And so the pairing of LeVar and Kyrie would be a match made in heaven. It's the pairing of the extrovert in LeVar and the pairing of the introvert in Kyrie. LeVar is known as somebody who is definitely one of the best promoters out there that we've ever seen.
About getting in shape, for according to you, you could beat Michael Jordan and LeBron and everybody one-on-one because you buffed, right? How come your son wasn't buffed?
He is buff. He just ain't swole.
He's a lot younger.
I gotta tell you something. Molly
Yeah.
When you go back to the East Coast, girl, I got something sweet for you.
Oh, I love
This
it.
right here, that big baller stuff, we gonna
Love
give it to you. Max, my man, it's the coldest one out there.
Appreciate you.
But I gotta give you the court.
This is somebody that has pretty much promoted 2 of his sons to being NBA lottery picks. A lot of people will argue that his sons would not have gone as high in the draft if it wasn't for LeVar putting them out there and promoting them every other week on television. And so, like I said, when he's got a microphone or a camera in front of him, he's must-see TV. You never know what you're quite going to get. And that's what people want to see. People want to tune in to see something they haven't seen before. All it takes is one. And not to mention, Lonzo and LaMelo have shoe deals, but, those shoe deals aren't lifelong contracts. And so we'll see. I'm not quite sure if LeVar Ball or anybody from the Big Baller brand has reached out to Kyrie, but like I said, I think that would be a match made in heaven. And so I think that's going to be a good spot to close out. And so as usual, peace and chaos.